right, we are back. We
Boop,
are back. Power of the hour
boop, boop.
returned. And just so you know, we are in the Indiana location. It's gonna be the last time at the Indiana location. So where we started and originated, we will no longer be here. We'll be in a new location. You'll find out where it is soon enough. But we also have another location down on 411 West 30. I keep wanting to say West 35th.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
West,
East 35th.
East
However,
35th. You know.
I want to say that was the original location. It was in the cafe, was it not?
That's true. Oh my God. Yeah, that's true. See?
Indeed.
That's
so,
true.
We got a lot of hubs.
Man,
The first side.
yes,
The abundance is major. We're
Yeah.
going back to the origin.
Man. But man.
You excited?
Yeah,
I know you're
am.
excited.
I am.
Let me
I
hear
am.
you say
I
it.
am. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. And there's been a lot going on, man. Man, things done grown, things done changed. We got new additions to family, and it's like, yeah. So gratefully we are still amongst the living in the building and the creating. So today, man, I guess we'll we amped up because we just watched some of our old shows, so today we're going to discuss the manners of war. Manners of war. Now we're going to start with manners because I titled it Manners of War because I feel like we're in a battling time in life, everybody these days. And it doesn't also always mean the pull and tug of, punching and fighting and shooting. It's just war for self, war for God, war for peace, war for survival, war for living. We in a constant war, and manners have died. In 2026, no one should be surprised when you say thank you. No one should be surprised when you say you're welcome. No one should be surprised if you say, hey, good morning. Hey, how you doing? No one should be surprised when you say how you doing and you stand there and wait for them to, no, man, for real, Bill. I really want to know how you doing. I know we, just see each other at the gas station every day when I'm getting gas for my wife and you getting gas for your wife. But, I really want to know how you doing, bro. How you doing? No one's surprised at these things. But it has become a thing that I've noticed when you go places and you're in a grocery store. You're looking at something. People literally just come and stand behind you and wait, which is okay. And I know in certain situations, certain environments and climates, it's probably, people are nervous to say anything. But, I was raised when you that close to someone's personal space, you say, excuse me, or pardon me, or, hey, and, you mind if I grab this, real quick? But standing behind someone, it can be intimidating. And the very thing that you may think in your head you're avoiding, I don't want to say anything because they may be hostile, could bring hostility. Because here you are just standing behind me or standing behind, a woman or a child while they're looking at something instead of just saying, hey, excuse me, can I get that? Pardon me, you mind? And go about your way. But people do that. And I've also noticed people will blaze through a door. The door hit you. They don't say anything. You may have noticed when you drive now, you let somebody out. That old courtesy. It was a guy on Channel 9. He used to drive through the city just to show how courtesy has gone away. He would drive. He'd be like, look at that. I let you over and you didn't even throw up a hand and say thank you. It was an old guy. Yeah, it was an old guy. It used to be on WGN. But just simple niceties still matter when you're in war. And I researched a lot of ancient Greek wars, ancient, historical wars with Napoleon, wars with George Washington, wars with Indian chiefs, wars with Africans, wars. I just researched a lot of wars. And also I've been a studier of this stuff for a long time. But even in those wars, you had niceties. They had, the whole Geneva Convention thing was almost like a nicety. It was just certain things we can't do to each other. I can bomb you, I can kill you, I can blow you up. We in the field, we can stab each other, but we just can't do this. You know, things like if a dignitary was on the foreign land at the time while there was a war going on, people wouldn't harm that dignitary. Now, he may be the dignitary of the opposition, but they wouldn't kill him. And granted, you know, these days now in war, you know, they'll catch some, you know, basic soldier, chop their head off and hold it up in front of the camera. But back then, in certain times, there was always manners in war. There was manners of war. If you watch the movie Troy with Brad Pitt, after Hector killed his cousin, Brad Pitt rode up to the castle of Troy, called him out. They had to fight. Brad Pitt slaughtered Hector. Brad Pitt played Achilles. He slaughtered Hector right in front of his family, his wife, his children, everybody, you know, drugged the man behind on his chariot in the sand after he killed him. And he had him in this little hut. And the father, who was the king of Troy, came and snuck in the hut and was sitting there with his son. And Achilles went in there to kind of like pray over him because he was a fellow warrior. Now, he just killed this man. But he still went in there to pray over him, you know, fellow warrior, and like, man, my brother, I hate I had to kill you, but this is war. And he looked and he saw his father, Hector's father, and he was like, man, what are you doing? You know, I've seen many men die, you know, you think I wasn't gonna come see my son? This now the kingdom rolled out in the middle of the night, risking his life. Achilles could kill him right there. He didn't. And he said, you know, let me take my son, let me clean his body. Let me bury him. Let me put 2 coins on his eyes as he goes into heaven, please. You know, and Achilles cried and he said, man, you're a much better king than the one I'm fighting for. Woo. And he said, when he wrapped him up, Achilles told his men, hey, give him safe passage back to, you know, cool. And then he said, the festivities of death are 2 weeks in my country. Achilles said, in mine as well. Gave the man 2 weeks to mourn. And he's like, but you'll still be, told him, you'll still be my enemy in the morning as you will mine. Manners. If that ain't manners, because they could have slaughtered each other right there and right. Just went to
there. Ain't no word.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Priam was an old man. Achilles a young warrior. He could have that could have been a sack of Troy right there.
Right.
But it didn't, because it had manners, ethics. It's just things that you have to maintain even in a state of war. And he went on, and the king that Achilles was fighting for, even though he wasn't part of that community, that tribe, he was mad. Oh, hey, make a secret deal. You know, who is he to make a deal with it? And he was like, he's nobody. And everybody was just like, man, but that's, if we don't hold true to the manners and the ethics, even of who we are, then who are we? Who are we? We're
Show
not
them who you are.
Right, we're not the people who we claim to be. We're not the great Greeks. We're not the greats. If we do that, then we're not great. You know.
Shout out to Greektown.
But so that's where we at. I don't know.
Go get your gyros.
Yeah, and your codfish sandwiches. But that's where we at, and I think even in these days and times, man, we need to hold fast to manners. Whew. I know that's a mouthful for the people out there, but
It's been a long time.
yeah.
So that was a long time coming, and it's also because we have transitioned, and location is showing the process of manifestation. I mean, truly in order. I'm talking all the way down to the vibration. What's stirring up beneath that pops out? You know, war, marital war.
Talk about it. Talk about it.
That's my favorite.
That's the land you've
my
been.
favorite game.
Yeah, that's the land you've been in for.
I'm just saying, that's my thing. That's my thing. However, I come from that dojo. Love my pops, love my mom. It was for my father's and my relationship, which is, bro, it is epic. Now, the turbulence from it, the him having no location for his energy, me giving him my energy, the lack of anything effective going on for all of those years, and oh boy, it is awesome. TikTok Holy every time awesome. Bringing everything together that you ever went through, and you said it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. Guess what? It's bad. It's not. It's bad. It isn't. It's not. It's bad. It's not. It's not. Oh my goodness. It's not. Now, on curse, you could curse that moment and curse your momentum and stop it all and stall it all, or listen to your big broski, like young Hova said. I did this shit so you wouldn't have to go through this shit. We sliding you once again some cheat codes, and you know it's so because What's your cheat code? I know my cheat code. Up, down, left, right, up, down, left, right.
Select start.
Come on, you know it doesn't stop. It's not a game, and it is a game, and we get the cheat code. However, it's awareness. I know we build on how we was vibing on the last. It's the bee's knees on that chime going off. That means something in my house. When somebody says something and the chime go off in my house, we know what time it is. Okay, and it's not a coincidence. How many black cats do you need to see? So you spoke about chaos versus order as well, from what I heard. You was speaking about manners. You used the word manners. Yeah. Holy Spirit time like, oh, there's order. And then you was talking about the chaos that actually gets spoken about, right? You know, we don't have the good news. We don't have the good news until necessarily where it go. Oh man, today we just talk about all the fabulous things. I guarantee if there was such thing as the good news that came on like around at the same time or after the informational news, let's call it the informational news. I don't want to call it the bad news. I just want to pronounce the other news as the good news. I'll call the other one the informational news. Okay, we got a traffic jam and this and weather. Do you agree? Let's make it rain. I'll move on. However, the chaos is going to lead to personal, and the order is going to lead to this is business. What you was talking about was talking about territory. They were talking about territory. They were talking about hierarchy. They were talking about estates, because you said manner. Manners aren't, just simply protocol. It's actually maintenance on your state of being or your estate. Where you're landing or how your land is, all of it, and broski, your land's looking excellent.
Appreciate it.
Another transformation when we figured you hit the pinnacle, you figure something else listening to your body, and bippity boppity boo, your manners. So I can believe that this manners of war stirred up in you during this, oh my goodness, almost 6 months or so. Yes, sir.
And trust, man. Manners bring trust. Anybody who's ever watched like the ID channel or those documentaries where they talk about like serial killers and stuff like that, they'd be the serial killer. He was such a nice guy. He bought something. He said thank you. He gave me a tip. It's like, this dude crazy, a psycho. He probably went and killed a bunch of people, but it's like that's what the person remembers. And when they get interviewed,
that stings.
And what's crazy is when they get interviewed by somebody or they on the 20s, this is like such a nice guy.
Yeah.
If the person's act was that heinous and evil, why would the person who's telling the story about them highlight that they were decent?
Shock.
So it's like, so it's like, so it's like that decency was appreciated. It's like, yeah, that fucker was crazy.
Yes.
But
I love that.
that
Yes.
decency was appreciated.
Yes, it was stored, stocked, and
And
buried.
it built a sense of trust
Character.
with the person.
Yes.
And that's
Shit. Yes.
with the world now, there's so much lack of trust. Young people can't trust older people. Older people don't trust young people. Teachers don't trust students. Students don't trust teachers.
Okay.
Doctors don't trust patients. Patients don't trust doctors. Police don't trust the streets. The streets can't trust the police. It's like we're in a chaotic time, man. And it's like the thing is, even in times of war, every war that's happened, if the person who is starting the war, or has planned for, if they really wanted to, they could do very much damage. Same thing with us going on now with the war. We all know if the president wanted to, he could do a lot of damage. He's having manners though, a lot. We think, because of what the news tell us, oh, they dropped the bomb, It's like, dude, man, do you know our American government is like, between our allies and us, we can make it rain every day somewhere if you wanted to. It could just be like, oh my God, the things that we've seen that's happened in the Gaza Strip and Israel and Palestine, man, these people can make it rain forever. Certain countries, Russia and Korea, it's like these people, they ready.
Bombs
They
over
ready.
Baghdad.
But it's a line of manners. It's a line of manners. We really think that, like, okay, I lock my door. It's people out there who are trained governmentally and criminal who are able to get through a lock. It's like it's like you're never really like safe, but your manners guard you in so many instances because, I said, when it came to a serial killer, that dude operated with immunity around a community, killing people because he said good morning, everybody.
Go ahead, wordsmith.
He was kind. Oh my God. So even now, in these countries and things that matters of war, people you living by immunity. We really think this little White House building is safe. We really think that building is that safe. If it ain't our own people that would take it down, it could be people from other places if they really, really wanted to. If they really, really wanted to. But there's a manners. There's a line of manners of can't just go there and bomb America. That'd be crazy. They made a movie called Red Dawn.
Yeah.
And it had you had the old version with Patrick Swayze, and then you had the one that they came out with Chris Hemsworth, the guy who played Thor.
Yes.
And it showed how Korea and Russia had teamed up together, and they was just dropping out the sky in Spokane, Washington. They just dropping out the sky, they taking over. They had a machine where they set the wire in and stuff through the.
Yep.
It was like they shut down the phones and everything, and the people of the town were throwing, they trying to band together. They took a group of kids who didn't know anything, and one dude who was a former Marine to lead it. It's like, no matter what, you're safe according to a line of manners, because you can go on IG right now, you go on YouTube right now, everybody's showing, I got guns, me and my wife got guns in the house. No. If these people really wanted to, if our government really wanted to, if another government really wanted to,
Oh boy,
there is
that's
nothing.
our real muscle.
Yeah,
boy.
there is nothing. There is nothing.
Go
and
ahead.
it's like so.
That's not the real muscle.
Yeah,
boy.
we're all operating off of kindness and niceties, but we all know or should know that we're dangerous. You can be dangerous any given time. In every movie of the old school with the mafia movies, and they always show you the lead guy. He was a nice guy. I'm not insulting any culture. I'm part Italian.
Yeah.
Got Italian family, like Italian family. It's like,
it's innocent. You said a movie. Shit.
Yeah, but it's like
you go talk to the director.
They make it to the point where, oh, Sonny can't die. The Godfather. The Godfather was a good guy because he was a nice guy. Because niceties and manners and kindness matter in this world. So in a time where they're not being applied, look at what we have now. Look at what we have now.
Yeah.
It's beyond war. It's a devastation. And
Why would you say devastation? Go.
because it's a essence of human spirit that someone has programmed to kill.
Okay.
And I told the story of a serial killer. I told you the story of a mafia person. I told you the story in history of foreign countries. All people that can be doing evil deeds and have been shown doing evil deeds, portrayed evil deeds, crime, killing, what have you. But still remembered, still honored, still known. You know, it's what do people quote when they talk about Scarface? Don't kill no woman, no kids, man. You know, it's like all the shit he did in the movie, all the shit this man did. Cocaine City. He just kicked in a hotel door, chopped somebody up, chains. I mean, they shooting people. It's like all that. But what people quote, say hello to my little friend, and I don't kill no woman, no kids, man. Or, well, she'll be back.
Another quick.
back.
You knew it.
Yeah, so it's like, see what stands out when it comes to the human spirit.
Yeah.
No matter what you're doing,
Yeah.
you can still be a good person, kind person, decent person. We all got potential to be dangerous. They showed you that in American Gangster. Frank Lucas was, sitting with his family, hey man, we need to be doing this for ourselves, doing that for ourselves. Dude, all the money, what do you do? Walk out on the street. Hey, there go the money. There go your portion of the money. Walked off, sat back down, kept talking to his family. Everybody has potential to be dangerous, but it's the manners that gives you a guideline. No matter what war is going on, we have to maintain the manners. It keeps a guideline of human spirit for everybody, because if I can walk out the door, people can see me come in and out this door every day, and I speak to the people next door. They don't even speak English. They always speak English. Hey, hey, good morning. How you doing, man? Hey, over here, someone probably speaking English. Yeah. So when I move about, guess what manners has done for me? Makes them. You okay? Hey, back here, dropped a whole bunch of trash one day. Guy got out of his car. He woke up from a nap, got out the car, helped me picking up the trash. All I've ever said was, "How you doing?" You don't even know if he understands what the heck I'm saying. But the guy out helped me. It's like, so it's things. That's how diplomatic in relations is built. So in a time where we devastated with just a little human spirit, that's why you can't talk to the kids these days. That's why you can't talk to, now me and you may be able to, but it's like the average person, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. Why? Because it's been this, y'all doing, and so it's been talking at them instead of being a kindness to them. And I get it. When you're in the jungle, can't be always kind of lions and wolves and stuff like that. But what
you figure you always in one.
What they tell you when you see a bear, hey man, be still. Yeah. Don't be getting wild with no gorilla, because if you go, the gorilla gonna kill you.
Most definitely.
So nature tells us all that we have a guideline of manners that we gotta respect. Gotta respect it.
Yes, indeed. And you just cycled. You said niceties. I put the word. You just said RESPECT. Now,
find out what it means to me.
all right. It's look now. We've all been told. You just brought up the song. This like it's rules in the song. Hell, Superstition with Stevie Wonder is putting us on game. However, are you gonna walk it out? Walking it out is what you are speaking into with manners. You're saying maintain the manners, respect the system. See, it's time out for wanting even the colorable law system to be done away with. Okay, it's not about the system being done away with. It's just simply about respecting the system. That's it. Just respect it. You know, it was given to you. You know, you didn't necessarily make it. Not this form, right? You know, you didn't necessarily make it. However, disrespect will warrant disrespect. Okay? Treat how you would want to be treated.
Simple as that. Simple as that.
And I guarantee, and I know you say, well, what if it attacks me, and what if it's you turn into a victim? Be easy. Yeah, turn into a victim. Ooh, you brought up some dopeness real quick. You said the human spirit.
Yeah.
Damn,
That's
I
what
know.
this is about.
But you know my train. I'm on Holy Spirit time. It's Holy Spirit time. You said human spirit. I smell a choice to be made.
That's what this is about.
I smell a choice. I smell a daily choice to be made. Oh, sugar pie, honey bunch. Let's keep it going. You said the essence of the human spirit. That's what you said when you brought it to the table. And you were saying that the system will take it out. Like some good pizza. It is Friday. I might do a mushroom and spinach. It is Friday.
When you go to your parents' house, whether they there or not, do they rules change?
No.
Has they rules? I mean, certain rules may have changed as you age.
Yeah. Well, yes.
You know, but
Yes.
but I'm saying certain things you're just not doing in your
like
parents'
according
house.
to our parents transition with the child and everything. With like you just said, the estates rule,
Yeah,
the manners.
yeah.
No.
When I go to my grandmother's house, even now, she just made 93. When I go to her house, come in and wash my hands.
Shout out, Granny.
Yeah. I wash
She got
my-
the
I
Trinity kicking.
I
Boy.
wash my hands. Cause that's what I was taught growing up. Come in your house, wash your hands.
Take your shoes
Take
off,
shoes
boy.
off. If you're not taking, if the weather conditions are Midwest weather conditions, yeah, you take your shoes off. If it's a day, wipe your feet. It's like
Wipe
just
them
certain,
off,
it's just certain things. The rules don't change. If you look at military, no matter what a soldier may think or feel, the soldier respects the commander in chief's seat. Meaning, I don't care who's sitting in that seat. We take care of the seat. We fight for the seat. We fight for the house.
Yeah.
You
If
know,
I want it, it'll be some politics about it.
yeah.
It'll be orderly politics. I'm gonna go through the chain of command to get this situation
Yeah.
rectified.
That's why I tell my wife, foreign or domestic. I mean, and I don't care. Yo, mama could say something crazy to you. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna say something to you. It's like foreign or domestic. We over in Mexico, somebody say something crazy.
I got myself in trouble with that one.
Man, it's like, but
We do need to know when the
yeah. And that's the stand though. So it's like, the manners is what we do to protect the seat. That's how we protect the seat. The commander in chief, we protect the seat. If your father had a certain thing that he did when he went in the garage, that thing stands. And if whoever you bring over there, be like, man, my pops said always, we got to pull that slight switch when you come in over here. Yeah, if that's what Mr. West say, when I come in, I pull this light switch. It's like, so the rules don't change. The manners shouldn't change. It should be more intensified. It should be overly, to the point where, because we've seen what is the benefit of it keeping going all this time. We done seen the heinous people use manners to keep things going. We've seen the people who aren't heinous keep things going by manners. So it's like, why now would anyone let that go? That's the last of our human spirit that we have. Everything else can be taken. Everything else can be made.
Yeah.
Everybody was scared of AI. Oh my God, AI. When somebody held the door for you the other day, did you say thank you?
Oof.
Or did you just, it's my, I come on, because it happens. Man, and it baffles me because I was holding the door the other day at the gas station, and the girl walked in like, I ain't supposed to hold the damn door for you. I was raised to hold the door for a woman, open the door for.
Got it.
But it's like, also, is an older man coming in, and I'm holding the door for him. Thank you, thank you. You know, it's like, so I'm raised to hold the door, you know, just in gentleman like. You know, it's like it don't matter. You know, and it's like also if somebody coming behind me, whether you male or female, I may hold the door like, you know, like if you right there behind me, just out of respect for human decency, human spirit, a manner. Because these days and times, everybody's doing the Bogart and
Oh, yes.
you know, let me get my coffee.
Yeah,
you know, it's
for
like
sure.
everybody's doing all that.
Shout out to the young this is a good size young Indian fella, you know, little stout. And and this is in Fulton, in the West Loop with Big Sis. And sure as left and right is the pattern of our walking, this beautiful, here we go, voice says, it's gonna bump into you. And I'm talking to the wife on the line. The collision happens. Bing! And I'm more in just awe of like Holy Spirit time and ciphering order in the court. And oh boy, you know, we were just like it's ecstatic, and it also whispers, look over your shoulder. And I look over the shoulder, and synchronicity, he's looking over his. I fully turn, grin, and keep it moving. You know, I mean, this could have been chaos. Now, he was with it was a Friday evening, West Loop. This is Austin and Fulton. This is literally on the cross section.
Yeah, I know
Yeah. And I'm headed to the light. They're walking away from the light at Fulton. And it was an opportunity for things to go ridiculously wrong. And because of respect, you know, my respect is from the burbs to the block. I don't, whatever. Even in that moment, especially on par with having won so many wars in Jerusalem, coming out to Judea to celebrate my sister, and having that happen, and the little guy, and this is also why the Holy Bible, right? It speaks into ciphers. You pray for your enemy. You know, people say how it's because what we call your manner. When you get so invested in your manner, you learn. And thanks for that text. Wealth versus riches. Like you really start getting it. Like it's not a skin tone or anything. You know, we love the people who told us that it is. I love you, mom. I love you, dad. It's for us to sort of, for us to suit ourselves, right? And boom, boom, boom. So we're talking a wealth of riches. So let's break it down. We got chaos and we got order, correct? So order, we have business, and chaos, we have personal. Somebody's taking something's going personal. Well, I said I'd never starve again. I was a child, and we got some things there. We should go to therapy. Sort it out. Can't sort it out. You'll love it. Yeah, it would be chaos. Just the mind trying to with no order, and somebody is up there trying to say they're just one thing. I'm struggling to just say I'm Gerald. I'm just Gerald. I'm just Gerald. No, I'm all of that guy. I'm in them. I'm in all of them. You know, I'm all of them. So here we go. Personal versus business. Now, personal, you lose energy. Now we're talking about real wealth right now. Out there in TV line. So you're gonna lose your energy. You're gonna talk like, I'm tired. That's not normal talk. If you believe that's normal talk for now, I respect your process. However, if you are moving through, continue moving. Now, on order, we have the business side. You're going to gain energy. Now, let's talk about what we're going to repost and attract. Mammon, aka money. But this the core of it. This before it actually goes into your Bitcoin wallet. It's something that happens before. This is before it hits your checking account. It's something that happens before, children. And it has to do with this manners. It has to do with it. It's the manners isn't all of it, because we can get into belief, because that's really going to seal some deals.
Yeah.
However, since we're talking about manners of war, we're going to build in manners of war. I want to say this, and I want to slide the mic back to you, bro. Desi and I, and oh boy, I think I've been almost divorced once a month.
Oh, wow.
Damn near. Not really. I'm being very. Let's say once every 2 months. I said.
Y'all been together 7 years?
Well, under the
Documentation?
yes, under the documentation, yes. However, it's been 20. It's been 21. Yeah, on the word
Well, you doing good.
of God, it's been 21 years. Yes, indeed. And so, slide that to the side. We're watching a documentary. So I will forget the name of it. However, a young lady ends up killing 2 boys in a car crash. But she plows the car into the school.
Saw that.
Oh, you seen it? Okay.
Traffic. What's it called?
I don't remember it.
I can't remember.
It was something about traffic, probably.
Yeah,
I don't know.
little scrawny girl.
Yes!
Crashed her boyfriend and his best friend, the black kid. It was
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, and he was adopted.
Yeah.
Yes. 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 Brought to a whole Caucasian society and took out like that. Wickety whack. Okay, so why am I bringing it up? Good question, Gerald. I'm bringing it up because the sister of the boy the girl was with, they had money. Now, the sister and the father, a lot of times they were getting interviewed together.
Yeah.
Now the sister, now this is about order out here in TV land and mindset and what attracts it. Now they knew even the father of the girl. This is a father saying this boy got money, and you know what that means. That means a lot. Build into it. Now, they're sitting getting interviewed. The daughter is in a mindset where she's like, she's not going to allow herself to even think that this girl intentionally killed her brother. Now, what I want to say is that young lady is powerful. And the reason that family, she was postured by her upbringing, okay? And it wasn't just her father, sometimes they didn't have like a mother around. It's simply upbringing. It's the manners. It's the manners. She grew up in something called a manner. She grew up in a ESTATE. She did. It's a fact, because anybody, and I'm not knocking the 9 to 5, I'm just saying it is a mindset, okay, period. And it's great, and it fills a role, and that's great. And then there's the person you work for. Now, the mindset acquired is the trust, and she trusts in the process and how it manifests throughout her whole life. She had to been up in her 20s, approaching 30 somewhere. And she says, I'm not going to allow myself to think that girl would have a dop-de-dop-de-dop. When we know that anybody that comes from a blue society, they would know, she did it on purpose. And then they would paint the story that would make them a victim. And then they stool in it and sit in it and write a book about it. And the book wouldn't sell. I couldn't tell you, but I just want you to continue to build into manners of war, because we have spoken about a lot.
Now that I remember, I think it was called Crash or something like that.
Okay.
But I recall the girl who crashed the car.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember the part when her parents said, when they kind of got exposed how she was mistreating other kids, and her parents said, well, she's a good kid. She may have a problem with her mouth, and this and that. And they said they went up to school and
It's called The Crash.
yeah,
Correct.
and then they said they went up to the school and like she would never, or she. I said, wow, y'all let her run amok.
Time and time again.
Y'all let her run amok. All these little girls were
Track
saying how she
star.
was bullying people and picking on people, and and then you look at the kid, the boy who she killed, her boyfriend actually had his own place because he was a little older.
Right.
He had his own place.
Yeah.
His dad was like, he was a hustler. I don't know what they may have they may have came from, because the kid had a lot going on. He had that paper to be very young and was about to invest in a whole bunch of other things, clothing and vape pens and all kind of stuff. And the little brother, I think Donovan or David or whatever his name was, who got killed along with the ride.
I don't recollect.
Yeah, he was about something too. And the fact that kid got hurt, the one that was in the back seat that died, the fact that he got hurt and his football career was ended, he still had focus to do something with himself. I said, man, mindset, manners. He had a good upbringing from his adopted family or whatever, and then the other kid had a good upbringing of manners and ethics from his father. Somewhere along the line, that kid didn't just wake up and say, man, I'm about to get my own crib at 18. I'm about to invest in Bitcoin. I'm about to do this. I'm about to do that. Him and his homeboy linked up together because they was on something.
Yeah,
And his homeboy,
resource and access.
yeah, his homeboy
Yes.
lost his dream.
Yeah.
He was a football guy.
Yeah.
They said the doctor told him his leg and he'll never be able to play again.
Yeah.
Man, he was like, man, I'm on this right
You
here.
on now,
Yeah, I'm on this
broski,
right
let's
here.
go. Yep.
But here's a child who didn't have manners.
Right. Come on.
They let her get away with coming up to the school. She done cursed kids out. She done picked on other little girls. And she's the one who crashed the car. Accidental or whatever. And then they came up with some mystical blackout. She has pots. I was like, what the hell? I'm like, man, I'm 46. I ain't never heard no pot shit in my life.
For real?
Yeah, or she
Oh, okay.
passed out on demand from trauma. I'm like, man, get the hell out of here, man. I'm like, anything. And I said, all of what y'all gave her and allowed her to get away with and not stay on her about manners or ethics led her to where she's at. Now she gets to sit there and think about it. You took to lives of...
And don't forget deny,
Which
is going to when I witnessed it, I wasn't. Let me say, when Gerald witnessed it, Gerald was not gonna put, especially after the sister spoke that. That's because that was the most prominent part to me, and it has technically nothing to do with anything. However, it was gonna be no energy put into it. All he did was go, can't wait to see this broad and about 10 of them. If she's still around.
Yeah.
Because that'll tell the tale.
And
It'll
the
tell
father
everything.
is just like, she just gets to walk off and act like none of this happened. Like, and then we got scientists.
Did you see him throwing chairs and shit?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
father?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And then we get to talk to scientists who say, oh, well, we did a study, a sheriff, and like we did a study of a vehicle and the acceleration, and you could see, like, what no braking, what no stopping, what no halting, what no nothing. Just, but she blacked out. This is her parents.
Now, let's look. Did you see the boy's father bug out? Throw chairs, curse, smack somebody.
the
The boy's father, the rich family, the wealthy family. When he was sitting there with his daughter, or even when he was by himself, did you ever see him
No.
snapping? Okay.
Uh-uh.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, then he must not have loved his son. I doubt it.
Yeah, he
I
loved
doubt
it.
it.
He loved that
I
kid.
doubt it. He reeked of it.
Yeah.
He reeked of it.
Yeah.
But you know what? Manners. He was not going to do that. You couldn't pay him enough. You couldn't.
Even the guy, her boyfriend, she killed Dominic. Could tell his family, man, came from a edgy. I saw Pops had the pinky ring on. I'm like, okay, y'all Italian real. You may have moved out here to.
I didn't.
Yeah, you may have moved out here to.
You
be,
saying that
her boyfriend, the one, the boy who had all the stuff going for him.
Okay, see, I didn't.
Yeah, I saw him. Yeah. I saw the little pinky ring.
Okay, I'm doing the graphic artist thing.
Yeah,
It's registering now.
I'm like, y'all probably moved out here to, he probably moved out here the young guy that started my life out here. And he spoke highly of his son. He did his
he
things.
Loved that boy.
He did his thing.
They didn't have what they both obviously wanted to have early. How it was panning out for them. They were enjoying themselves.
And it was like his brother, even though him and his wife they had separated or whatever, they still, everybody was still in tune with this kid because of all he had going on. And they knew him. And that's the thing, when you had a manners, it's like I tell you, you can trust the person. My son may smoke weed, my son may drink, but I know that he has this going for himself because we put that in him. We gave him the manners. So no matter what the situation is going on, I can say, unless something is going on within him or he intoxicated, he's going to keep that level of manners. Same thing with the boy the other boy who died. His father, they knew he was a good kid, and they didn't mind him hanging with this kid because this kid is on something. They may smoke, they do whatever. They doing young people stuff, like we didn't. That's what the father's thinking, like we didn't.
Boom.
But I know that I raised him to be this way, and he's gonna be okay. Same thing, take it back to the old school Boys in the Hood.
Go ahead.
Boys in the Hood.
Go ahead.
When Ricky got killed,
Okay.
Trey covered in blood in the car with Doughboy.
Yes.
They looking for who did it. They looking for who did it, right? Trey.
What'd he do?
What dad doing at home? Sitting with the little Chinese balls.
You know it. Trump going.
Knowing.
But see, what was he fighting for?
Yeah, knowing.
What was he fighting for?
Knowing my son hurt.
Knowing
It's my son's best friend since I watched these boys grow up. Him and Ricky like this. I know if he did it, I can't do nothing but hide him and let the police not beat the hell out of him or kill him.
Come on.
But it's like I'm just hoping that
on.
all the manners I instilled in him
Come on.
as this war in his life is happening,
Come on.
that he don't do
He was there.
what he really want to
Okay.
do.
You guys, we got to know that was Morpheus.
Yes.
He was there with Trey. He was right there with him.
In the car.
If you believe, we're not even gonna get into belief. We're gonna stick to manners.
Now let's we in the car. We're in the back. Everybody angry. We looking for these. And let me out, though.
Hot scenes to bring up, bro.
Let me out, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did those friends of his that he grew up with make him feel less than? Or did they just pull the car over like, I know my nigga, let him.
Ain't say shit.
Manners.
You better believe.
Manners. I watched as I got in trouble and I didn't have no father and me and Ricky didn't have no father. I watched how your dad stayed on your ass. We probably quietly wished that we had somebody like Mr. Styles. Mr. Styles was always in our ear, even when we came to see you and hang out with you. So we got a little bit of that, enough to say, you ain't no punk. Let me pull this car over and let my boy out.
Yep, they got some seasoning, and they respected that. But he knew he wasn't gonna get out that money.
Right. This my brother. I'm about to do whatever come with it.
Yeah,
we about to go handle it.
That's real. That's real manners. He was like, oh,
But
bro,
they
that was
knew.
beautiful. Go ahead.
But they knew he hearing his dad. Mr. Styles will go crazy, and Doughboy is battling himself at that time because Trey like his brother, and he know that Trey shouldn't be there, but he's battling himself like they just killed my brother. It's like his brother.
Yeah. I
So
mean, honestly, he ain't have shit to do. Doughboy ain't gonna have nothing to do with nothing. Even the fact that when he got in the car, he ain't put him in the car. He was just like, "Oh, whoever get in this car, get in this car. You know what's gonna happen
Right,
up in
'cause
this
I'm
car.
going- I'm going regardless.
I'm going."
Regardless.
So when he made that move, it was the same energy of, "I'm not thinking about you. You know, I'm not thinking about love right now.
Yeah.
This ain't got shit to do with love right,
Right,
now.
right.
So this is where is it? Where's the word? This is personal. This is personal because they were in chaos.
And Trey wasn't less than in the hood with none of the guys. All the guys that was in that car, Monster, the other dude in the wheelchair, he wasn't less than with none of them guys because they knew the manners that he was given.
Yeah.
And they respected that.
Yes.
Even though they were in the life they was in, they respected that. And even at the end, you know, you like my brother now, then, you know, they don't know, they don't show, and care what's going on in the hood. And it's like the manners, man. It matters. They miss, and even the fact that he was in that community all that time, and he cut from a different cloth. He got this fool got a mama and a daddy.
Yep.
Mama got a house over here on the hill. Daddy got a house here. You know, daddy got a business. You know, it's like. You know, they nobody, you ain't never see no scene of, yo, you got a punk ass daddy, you know, like none of that. His daddy all in the hood, kicking the ballistics with everybody. So it's like the manners, man, the manners to porn. The manners to
Porn. Everyone talking about poor? Y'all poor?
Yeah.
Then how come these cups ain't full?
Yeah.
If y'all poor,
Yeah.
y'all be pointing at it, bro. You done got thirsty. Look at bro. Come on now. Now that was you at the top that said rule, way to follow, rules, ways to follow, or be treated like a rebel. Pretty much, we talking about we talking about manners, the grace and the mercy. You know, you was Doughboy was just like, I have something to do. It was the grace, like slide over it. It was the mercy, was like, oh, because the same way as you say, it was the ROI, because what was given to them, what was poured into them. Oh, we're talking real wealth, boys and girls. So we talking about you brought up trust, Finocco, and it's all about our stored value experiences. They're stored up again, and just like a trust, as we're building our trust.
Yeah.
Got so much, you got a lot of different things in your trust. I want to make it confusing. Don't come for Gerald. You don't come for him. You know, don't do it. However, this is going to equal trust. The stored and valued experience is going to equal allowance. Here go the money. When the child hear allowance, they go ching ching. When the parent processes allowance, it's all about grace and mercy, and how much and how gracefully is given. Yeah,
I went to a funeral yesterday.
the Great Mills Lane.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah. I went to a funeral yesterday.
Yeah.
And when I go to funerals, young or old, I try to look at obituaries. I try to listen to what people say, and and yeah, you do. And I never noticed, you know. And I know we on this plane where we need things, we desire things, and you know. But when I hear people talk about people's character and who they are, and you know, we may know behind the scenes that this person had a vice that controlled them a little bit, but people still can line up to say funny times and good things, and they looked out for me and this and that, and taught me this and taught me that, and I'll always carry this lesson. What does that tell us? It tells us that a lot of the stuff is always back to manners, man.
Yes, sir.
Yes, somebody could have
the
been
old school that said, it ain't what you do, it's how you do it.
somebody could have been putting a needle in their vein every day. But it's the fact that every day he come by, he had a case of water in his car. He give me a bottle of water. It be 100 degrees out.
What?
Or every day,
What?
you know, if I could, he would just stand there and talk to me.
Yeah.
It wouldn't make me feel like a wino, you know, or,
Yeah.
you know, she would come by and leave cans of soup on my porch for me and my kids. You know, it's like, that's what people remember. That's what people talk about.
When you said
I went to a
it,
funeral
boy,
yesterday.
you
This
said
man was close to our age.
Okay.
You know, and just got married last month. Not here no more. His wife said, that was my buddy. We did everything together.
Everything.
She said anything I wanted, he tried to do it for me. We, you know, whether it was going somewhere, watching TV. She didn't say, man, our house was decked out. You know, the car we drove every day. You know, she talked about how he took on stepchildren and how when he came into her life, they did everything together. She was like, that was my best friend. She didn't say that was my best investor. He invested in everything. I wouldn't have these red bottoms if it wasn't for him. She didn't say none of that.
Those the type that just once again they just want attention because all that's about attention, and they're gonna be the one hollering and yelling and screaming and swear they call it love.
And years ago, I want to say 2010, 2011, one of my clients, I went to a funeral for her niece. Niece was like 27, 28. And the obituary, I never forget, she had the obituary on the treadmill. And she's like, you can look at it if you want. And I was like, oh man, I said, your niece was, I was like, she was a pretty girl. I'm like, what, you know? And she said, yeah. And she said, what's sad though? She said, Markane, all them pictures in there is just her buying clothes. Like they couldn't say nothing else about it. I was like, dang, so they really just talked about how she dressed? And she was like, didn't a lot of people come up there? Now, here's a girl who wearing the Sex in the City's Manolo Blahniks and the, you know, this and that, and the closet full of this and the closet full of that.
Living a lie.
Yeah. Wearing this and wearing that, and the obituary full of pictures. The obituary looked like a photo book. I was like, wow. Like, and the beginning was this little paragraph about, like, dang, you ain't done nothing in life but buy clothes? And I mean, granted, that may have been how you wanted to live. Hey, live how you want to live. Hey, that's you, that's you. But they didn't have nothing to say. Didn't nobody come up there and say, man, my girl, when we went out of town this one time, man, I didn't have no money. She covered me, you know, and I made sure I had a good time, you know, because I was going through this or going through that, or, you know, and I graduated school. I didn't have no way to wait, you know, none of that. Just a obituary full of you in clothes. Woo. And I said, damn, at 20-something? And I thought about it back then. I said, damn, I was like, and it was like, what hit me at home was that I was like 29 at the time. And I'm like, damn. And it made me think. And just like everyone I go to, whether it's an older person or a younger person, I think like, what are people gonna say? What type of legacy are we leaving? What are we doing? You know, are they gonna say, man, big guy had a good smile, boy. That's when I would see him come down the street, smile, I feel good about myself. You know, it's like, man, he would always wave at me when he saw me.
Yeah.
Or she
felt like relief.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the fuck was going to happen.
Right. But how many times, in both of our, as we come into a close, we still got a few minutes, but how many times in our life have we seen kindness recycle back to us and we didn't even know? Ooh. That's why when I do meditations, I always say, you never know what your thank you does.
Right.
You never know what your smile does. You never know when you running late and you know, somebody be like, hey, where he going? He look happy, but he look like he late, but he look happy. What's going on? You know, you never know what that's doing for the person who's just walking by, going through what they're going through.
Beautiful.
You never know. You never know what your welcome does for somebody who been getting mistreated all morning while they're on the register. You never know what thank you does to somebody who never got it at home.
Oh, wow.
You never know what opening the door for somebody does if a woman never been treated like that. And that's just your regular way of moving, you know. Oh, sister, get on in there, you know, like, you
got it.
Older person. You know, you never know what it means to them when they say, hey, can you get that off the shelf? They've been coming in here, they're looking around, Can't nobody ever help them get something off the shelf. They buy something that ain't good for them, which I've seen that in the grocery store. Buy something that ain't healthy for them because they can't find nobody to reach something off the shelf. And they know I only got a few more steps during the day, so I got to get what I got to get and get on home.
Now, right?
You never know what those things do for people. The kindness and the niceties do for people.
Yes, sir.
Because people are constantly in a state of some type of war and struggle. So we need that human spirit, that little bit of human spirit that we have left that somebody may have been taught to remain here. You know, it's almost like when you go places like down south or you meet somebody from the country. The southern people could not like you, but they are overwhelmingly kind. Even the ones that are racist, they be overwhelmingly kind. How you doing? Because they want you to get on out their way, even if they don't like you. You know, and they say the Southern kindness statement is "God bless you," because you never know if they saying it with a smile or with vinegar.
Well, I mean, the word "bless" is a goddamn suspect. I question that.
But you know, they'll get you somebody. And I watched a country woman who's a comedian tell a joke one time. She said, "I'm from the South," and she said, "What y'all don't know about the South is," she's like, "Our famous saying is, God bless you."
Yeah,
and she said that, and she's like,
"If it like Bernie Mac and motherfucker."
She said, if a Southern person says that to you with a smile after you done been an asshole, she said, you know, they don't really mean God bless you. She's like, that's their way of pardoning themselves out of situations where they say something they don't want to say. And she's like, so,
You know,
but
I'm a God-fearing Christian.
when I've been down south a few times, it's like, how you doing? You all right? Okay. Well, here you go. You have a nice day.
Be on your way.
They want you out their way. But they go out their way to be overly kind.
You know
They
it.
go out their way to be overly kind. Because that's just...
Do you want somebody out your face? How fast, in order, can you get them out your face?
And that's where the term Southern hospitality came from. Because no matter what, they let you know. They gonna be kind regardless of what.
Yes, sir.
And Dave Chappelle had that same joke. Like, you know, he said, man, I like going down south to do a comedy show. He's like, I caught a bus one time, and he's like, I had to wait like a whole day. And he said, I ended up grabbing this little hotel, and he said, man, down south, he said, they racism is nice. And he said, I get up, you know, he said, I get up, go to the little diner. Good morning, nigga. He like,
Real shit.
he said, like, hey, you know.
Hey, DC, no punk.
You know, he's like,
no punk. Oh.
hey, you racist. He's like, hey, you racist bastard. All right, good morning. But
Like, this is great. People will let you know.
yeah, but the niceties, the kindnesses, it goes a long way. Because when you're not that, guess what? People they talk about that and they whisper that low down nerdy mother, you know. He was a piece of you know, it's like, God, I hate I'm here talking about this you know. Yeah, a good thing he gone, you know. A good
What
thing.
you say?
It's like, but
What you said.
you know, people not gonna go up to bat for you if they haven't seen human spirit in a person. That's what gives people second chances.
Okay.
That's what gives people grace. That's what gives people mercy. That's what gets, you know, like there was a group of brothers who was bank robbers. They made a movie out of them. That's what used to get them. Hi, man, we just want to take a little bit of money. Don't worry about this. No one's going to get hurt if you just put all the money in the bag. You know, we're going to be out of here right on our way. You take a little bit for yourself. You know, they're not paying nothing here. And they going away. That was a true story. They robbed banks all through Illinois and Indiana.
Well, the young girl that did all that crashing car shit act like she didn't came from this generation in the 21st century to a place where there were no cameras.
Yeah.
They just nothing, you know, and she just was a renegade sort of shit, you know. Maybe if that's what happened.
Yeah, record her whole life.
Yeah, man, oh shit, you know. However, to your point, in the past, even though there was massive opportunity to just, the chaos could have been way more chaotic. Like, way more. Like, I mean, come on now. You take a mind of now with all the cameras in the world and you put them, don't even go back to the 1800s and nothing like that. Put them in the 90s.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Boy.
I'm from the south side of Chicago,
Oh.
and I can recall being with relatives or friends
Okay.
who was affiliated,
Okay.
whatever they was affiliated with. And I can recall going in certain neighborhoods and guys coming up and saying, "Yo, you mind taking your hat off, bro? Or you mind turning your hat straight?"
Straight up.
And I can recall my relatives or friends doing it, my bad, out of respect.
Yeah, straight up.
Could have been a war right there. We know, you know as well as I know, it could have been an all out, guns wouldn't come out, but it would have been some fists and some feet, and we know we from a city that respect was there. I know your mama, I know your cousin live up there, and I know you the opposition to me, but
It was
man, taking your hat off, so
last little the water in the hand last drip. It was the 90s. At 2000, like that, like truly, you say, "Oh, I opened the door," and the person, the woman, the young woman says nothing. The older man says thank you. Right? Hey, if it was okay, they go Fulton Market because they got the robot, deliveries.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so a lot of places have them. However, I know Fulton for the city pulled it out one of the first. Now, as this tech develops and this thing needs to go into a door, bet if you hold it open, that shit says bleep blorp, thank you. Bleep blorp, because I just hollered at GPT like, yeah, bro, hey, you came through with that graphic. Holler back, appreciate you. Ah, man, I appreciate you saying. Well, people, don't let the computer outdo you. It's storing memories. It's building. You can do it better. You got a system that you ain't even tapped into yet. Enjoy what you haven't enjoyed yet. Be new. Choose new. Do new. Yes, it's chaos and pursue order. I like that human spirit thing. I'm seeing it like tears. You got, human spirit, because it's going to coast you into Holy Spirit time. Because you got to deal with at least love or joy or peace. And here go the long suffering is allowance, gentleness, gentle, goodness, faith. There go belief. We can get the build about the belief.
Yeah. We'll come back to mindset for the next show, man.
For sure. And then meekness. We covered the Wizard of Oz. Hey, Dorothy, the meek. And then temperance, temper. Yeah. Temper.
And what made the manners thing stand out with me was it was like I went, I can't remember what store I was in, and I went and I did something, and I noticed the person didn't say thank you, but then when I went to the machine was like thank you. It was like I was like yo, it was like thank you for shopping. I was like, I just went to the clerk and did,
You said
I had
it was a powerful word.
Yeah, I had a transaction, and I'm like, I'm like, dang, usually they be like, thank you for shopping, thank you for coming, it's like, I'm like, damn, but then I was like, dang, I forgot to do this, so I went to the machine, and I was like, let me just, and turn, thank you. I was like, thank you for shopping with that. I'm like, I said, wow.
Future is now.
And and why everybody AI taking over? It's taking over because you giving it the power to take over. You're
with saying
you're allowing it to take over because you're not keeping the human spirit alive. They're gonna you gotta understand, like we talked before on the phone the other day. Certain people are sitting back studying analytics. You study statistics to know how to make things work, and you know that humanly, somebody is sitting back who's creating this, and they have one guy who probably knows, one woman who knows that, you got to make the machine say you're welcome. You got to make the machine say thank you. How long on automated calls has that stuff and saying thank you for calling and paying because they know that you got to keep that going because it could be like
going in there. Going in.
Soon as because it could have been soon as you pay something, get that credit card number or whatever, they be like, call ended. Thank you. A call ended. But no, they make sure they put on automation. Thank you for using the
Close it out. Yeah.
because they know the human spirit needs that be, and they sit back and they've studied it. Man, humans need this. They probably will stop paying.
Subconsciously crazy.
Yeah, they might try to, stop paying or find a way to swindle. It's that little bit of humanness that you keep to make things run smoothly. Matters. Just a little bit. You go to Jewel or a grocery store right now, you use a self-pay, and the thing says loud and clear, "Thank you for shopping." That you know it. You like, damn, everybody heard that. Okay,
clicking buttons, making sure you don't talk about my Social Security.
Right.
Shut up.
Please place your stuff on the.
Yeah, man, don't tell nobody what I'm paying in this. I don't know. I don't got that. I'm
Right.
I'm just like you.
Place the fruit on the truck. You like, okay, all right. But the manners, man, manners have to survive. It can't die. It's because what's gonna happen is it's okay to chaos is gonna exist. War is gonna exist. Struggle is gonna exist. Just like pain and stress is gonna exist. But if it overrides, then that's a problem. Just like anything else. Just like you mentioned news when we started the show.
Okay. Yeah.
If there was a channel where it was just nothing but good news all day, that would make people think that we live in a make-believe land. So you got to show them the truth. You got to show them that, because look, we can take a camera and go through the South Side and show the Pullman area. We can show this, we can show that. But if I don't tell you that when it get dark, you might want to be careful around here. You might want to be careful because rolling up there, it's like, I'd be amiss. I'd be lying. So it's okay.
Oh, most definitely.
It's okay to have.
That's why we want all of it.
Yeah.
The informational news, we don't kill, we don't destroy systems. I build systems that crack systems.
Yeah.
I'm a plug-in manifester.
And then maybe one day on the good news channel, you'll see that, hey, the good stuff that's going on up here done trickle down over here. So now this area ain't as bad no more. But we still got to know that, man. When they get that area over there, is still kind of rough.
I'm hearing it on WBBM.
Yeah.
Oh, the north side is north siding.
Oh yeah, it's changed. It's changing.
Happening.
When people are catching trains and they getting shot and catching buses and getting shot.
Oh boy.
It spilled over until But man, people gotta fight. You gotta fight for those things.
Yeah.
Gotta fight for those things.
For sure. The new color is green. So go. Go get it. Get it. Oh my. Oh yeah, manners of war. What was the Mel Gibson movies when he did him and Heath Ledger?
Oh, one of my favorites, The Patriot.
The Patriot. Was that what The Patriot?
Yes.
Manners of War.
That was my God.
Manners of War. However, it showed at the same time the lack that was building, and then it was an opportune moment for chaos to rule because it went personal.
Yeah.
It was no longer business.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man, that's one of my favorite movies.
Yeah, one of the great revenge movies. Oh, Desi and I are looking at one tonight. It'll come to me. It'll come to me. Oh my goodness. It's a great revenge movie. Please build into the manners of Patriot or the lack thereof.
Okay, so in this movie, Mel Gibson was a former general of a military platoon back in the 1800s when America was still being established. Parts of America was still being established, and he had retired and was trying to be a family man. His kids and everything, and he's at home trying to make rocking chairs and everything. His kids would sit back and laugh at him because he couldn't get it right, throwing pieces of wood to the side. But his son always wanted to go to war, his oldest son. And at this time, the British are still over and trying to conquer certain parts of America. So it's still like chaotic. And the British come and they basically burning Americans' homes. They still trying to occupy certain parts of it, you know, United States at the time, whatever states we had at that time. And he ends up hiding his family, and then they come, and one of his sons, I want to say his middle son or whatever, went and said something to a soldier, and they ended up killing him, which changed him. You know, his older brother saw him get killed, and now his father saw him get killed, as well as his siblings saw him get killed. So now he goes back. He pulls out his shotguns and everything, his little tomahawk hatchet and knives and everything, because no one knew before this part of the movie that this man was this kind of general, this kind of soldier. And you know, people knew him in the town. He had a history attached to him, a legacy attached to him because of what he did in war. And so he went, got his guns, got his two youngest sons. Said, "Yeah, come on," told them like, "Hey, set them up in the woods. Put one shotgun here. What I always tell you, aim small, miss small. Lined them up and everything." And he took out a squadron because they kidnapped his oldest son. They kidnapped Heath Ledger. They took him and they was about to take him and force him to be a British soldier or whatever. And so he knew he had to get his son back. They just killed one, and now he got to go get the other one. Now, his son just got killed, but he has the wherewithal to like, yo, I got to go get these people that just killed my boy and took my other boy. Told the maid or whatever to watch the kids, protect them, whatever. I gotta go. Took his boys, lined up the guns in the woods, and man, he took out a squad of like, I want to say 12 guys by himself with his two boys. Yes. Had his boys shooting. Pow. They moved to another position. Took a position. He goes somewhere else. Boom. Then he killed one with a hatchet. It's like he just going berserk. Saved his son. And led him to form a militia of everybody in the community who was like, man, we can't let this happen. But he also had to explain to his son the dangerous
order.
Yes. Yes.
Because it was he was putting them on guerrilla warfare. Yeah. But he brought his son up in decency and order.
Yeah. All right. He had to explain to his son like who he once,
great power.
Yeah, who he once was.
Yes.
And that, man, this is what it takes. Mm-hmm. This is what it takes. The son was like, man, Dad, when we go places, people give you drinks and they applaud you for, for who you were and what you did. And
he wanted to be like Mike.
Yeah, and he had to tell him like, yo, it was ugly, but I had to do what I had to do. Yeah, it was a manner of war. And he didn't stop being kind throughout the film. He was kind, but when he had to be who he had to be, he had to be who he had to be.
Yeah.
Case back to where we started.
He was mad disciplined.
Yeah, you're dangerous.
Yes.
We all can be dangerous. But at the same time, man, you still can have manners. Still can have manners.
And because that call was a wrap-up call. We're gonna wrap it up. Manner, MAN. It's the OR for me. What you gonna do? Or what you gonna do?
Are you a man or?
I mean, the book says mouse or mice. But, hey, it is what it is. Mice your man, mice your man, mice your man. And then, of course, as you built into that brilliant on the end of the pinky ring and the Italian thing, I did not put it together. But then we're going to go from the mice to the rat. Rat. Yeah, boy. Man, this is powerful. This is powerful. It's been a long time. Yeah. And we made it.
Yep.
We made it. Yes.
So we before we close, we got some shifts we're gonna be doing with the show. We're probably gonna be doing a live show with the audience. We're gonna try to move towards that. And we also gonna be doing demo show with my brother being back in the fold of the weights in the gym and stuff like that.
We back after many years in the kitchen.
Yeah, so-
many years in the kitchen. We're excited.
So we'll be bringing that to you. Stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in to Power of the Hour. Shout out to our supporters and our families and everything like that. We appreciate you. And we are signing out. Fight for your life.
FFYL. Perfect. All right.
Let's see.
You still rolling? All right, there you go. Dang, one more.
Yeah.
Yep, it's still ticking. And one more. They're like, where y'all going? Oh, okay, more than likely.
He doesn't want to let us go, y'all.
but
Doesn't want to let us
still
go.
going. Watch still going. Still ticking. Let's see if she's
Okay.
Oh, okay. I just got your text. It just said 1 sec. Don't worry about it. You know everything I needed to tell you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Don't want to go.
Done. Yeah.
Let's see. I wonder what happened if I hit cancel.
Yeah, we just went back to it. That's... Right. What does it normally do?
Usually just ends. Interesting. Rotate back.
Oh, snap. The name of the movie, just like Furious Styles, is called Furious.
Oh, that's a good one. You gonna like that?
Oh, you seen it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You
Yeah,
gonna
we
like
watching
that.
it tonight.
It's
Because it reminded me of Foreigner with Jackie Chan.
Yeah, it's very.
But it's like times
yeah,
two.
It's very fast paced. Good,
Okay.
good martial arts.
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay.
I ain't gonna tell you no more because it'll give it
Yeah,
away.
yeah, it'll give it away. Because when I seen my guy from whatchamacallit in there, the little Western demonstration, you know. Let's see, boom, boom, boom.